wasn't aware that we wasn't voting tonight, but thank you for that. And so I have a couple of comments, and I want to be take my time to give those comments. And I'm gonna bite my tongue on a few of them first. But Bob, tonight you were right. Taking away the citizen presentation of speaking is harmful. George, Bishop, thank you. Lon, thank you. And I will say this: I have been very vocal about making sure that our citizens of Fort Worth have their rights. And so when you ask why you don't know about information that's coming up, you have to be in tune and watch the work session. The work session is where the rubber meets the road. And if you had watched the work session, you would know this was coming up. If you watch the work session, you will hear me speak against taking away citizen presentation and right to speak. So it's a little disheartening that you're a little upset that we're not forcing our opinions, but we are. And I have been very vocal. I did not agree with taking citizen presentations from every month, for every week, and doing it on the first and the third. I was vocal about that. I didn't have the votes. I was one man against the other councils. I was vocal about this presentation, about limiting, it is limiting you guys to speak. If you want to speak on every MNC, I ran a campaign to make sure that your voice is heard. You can barely speak on one MNC for 3 minutes and get your point across. I have stood at that altar. I stood at that podium. I've been escorted out of this chambers by the marshals. I understand. My campaign signs have always said for the people, and that's what I will stand on. And so I want you to know that I don't agree with taking your rights away. I don't agree with this resolution. I said it in work session. We tried to get to a medium, and it's not working. And so I want you to know that line, and I want you guys to watch the work session and know where we stand. It is my effort that you get to speak as much as you want to speak. Now, we have some that abuses these rights, and that's the problem. And because we have that problem, we have over 800,000 of people in the city of Fort Worth that will be a million in the next few years that has to adapt to a rule. And I think it's unfair. And I want to say that we all ran a campaign to hear the people, and the fact that we're not hearing the people and taking away and chipping away at their rights. If we keep at this totem pole, you guys won't be able to speak at all. And I know these rights are generous. I know we are generous in Fort Worth and Austin and Dallas because their limitations are much limited than here. But here's the thing. We can't change our culture in Fort Worth. If we gave you the right beginning, we ought to keep giving you the right. They're not going to get rid of the stockyards. They're not going to get rid of this longhorn. We're not going to change those cultures, so we shouldn't change the culture taking your right to speak away. And those are my comments today.